Hello, my name is Marco. I'm a web designer and Shopify expert. This is going to be a video really quick about the differences between Shopify and WordPress and when to choose one or the other. So the first big point is the interface. Now, this is that you're seeing now is the Shopify interface. You will see that it's super easy, super intuitive, products, customer analysis, nothing difficult at all. All the design part and pages and blog are here, so they're divided by the shop, and you can see that you have customized here. You can create a backup of your website, so they're really it's really easy. It's really basic, and for a developer they will need in parts that they will go in part that you usually don't touch at all. That, for example, edit code. So it's really easy, and if you have employees and they're working, they will get this interface as really quick. What is not the case of WordPress, that is quite complex. So you can be a store owner with a WordPress website and don't have a minimum idea about what is the 60% of the things that you see on this dashboard. And this is a weak point and a strong point at the same time, because you have a lot of function that you can add to your shop, to your website or to your shop. In this case, is my backend of my website. I don't have the e-commerce functionality, but if you have, you will see another tab more or less here with called WooCommerce, with all the functionality of WooCommerce inside. So is more complex. The interface is more complex. If you have employees and they're not tech, or you're not a tech person, it will be more difficult to get around this, so to understand how it works. Second huge thing is the stability. Now, Shopify works run inside its own server. Obviously, you're paying a service and they put the website inside their own servers. So that means that it's stable. So ideally, you can, if the code is not outdated of your template, you can leave the template running without touching it at all for years and will not happen anything. It will run perfectly. As well, hacking is really difficult because it's inside their own server, so they have their own team that daily work on security and with the highest standard. So it's really hard to hack a Shopify store. At least you put a weak password, and this is your fault. Always use strong passwords. So this is a really strong point, because it gives you a lot of relax on the way that you know then where things will not happen. What is not exactly the case of WordPress, where it's not as stable because it runs on your own server, and if you run updates that you need to run for security, a lot of time happen weird things when you do updates, so you need to have always a backup. And if you're not a tech person, you will need to have a contact of a web designer, because things can happen and you need someone that can quickly fix them. And the security is in part done by WordPress, but if you rely only on the security of WordPress, their security is quite quick, because obviously they always find a way around to hack it. So you will need to apply your own security, which can be or by using plugins, or if you want to be serious about that, you will need someone that is an expert on security and will implement all the protection that you may need. Obviously, this is a problem, because if you run an e-commerce, you want it to run without problem. Now, is difficult, and they get data of your clients. It's really hard to go as deep on the hack, but it's more easy than they put down the website just because they find it funny. And trust me, it happened. So having backups with WordPress or WooCommerce is something that is mandatory. Yes or yes. So this is a weak point, and for me is a really strong point, because I will be never relaxed if I have a huge store running on WordPress, because more because of the hacking. Because with plugin you can find the way around, and this is quite hard. But for stability, you do an update and you don't realize, and truly from the website is happening something weird, and you realize only after the clients tell you. So those are things that you need to know. The last point is about, well, of course, pricing. Here you are paying in Shopify when WordPress is free. So is free in part is because who say that is free is a lie. Truly, you have to pay the server, and the server have its own cost. Obviously, it's cheaper than Shopify, but is a cost that you need to count. Now, when to use one and when to use the other. Now, if you're running a shop that is a 100% an e-commerce, so your focus is only sell, go for Shopify. You will sleep relax, you will know that everything will run without any issue, and you don't need anything more than that. If you're running a website that is mainly give informations or show your services, and the secondary things is to sell something inside, but not, you don't have thousands of products inside or hundreds, you have only few products, and so in this case go for WordPress. It will be more cost effective. Is not a big issue. You just can have constant daily backup, so you can sleep relaxed because you don't have a lot of orders. So even if you restore a backup from yesterday, will not happen anything, and it will allows you to control way more things and to create pages with free plugins. So it's going to be easier for you to manage it. Where if you do a store with free product and 90% of the pages are give information, with Shopify is going to be more difficult to do it because you will need to design those pages, and will have no sense because if your main focus is not selling, Shopify is not the platform that you need to choose. So I hope this was helpful. I try to be really quick because I tend to get lost on the things. So I hope you appreciate it. I hope this can be helpful for you. If you have any question, please feel free to text me, to write me on a comment, or to write me through my website. I will be more than happy to help you.